The Space Wolves are Space Marines.
Get out of here.
Incredibly unknowledgeable, Father.
Thanks, Rogel. I noticed that.
What's up, folks? Jack here with another video, and before we start the video, let me flex on you for a little bit. That was not metaphorical at all, that was quite literal, because the gyms are opened again. Yes, I know, I may come off as a bit of a gym bro, but I'm not. I have some self-respect. But it's been a bit of a struggle, you know, when you are routine in doing something and suddenly you are not allowed to do that. We've been almost a year, like on and off, where the gyms were allowed to open. Funny enough, I'm wearing a San Francisco shirt here, kind of symbolizing some of the other places that kind of were iffy with the COVID restrictions.
I think Corona got canceled. I once drank 37 beers, but it was all off of Dunkaroos.
San Francisco, well, the whole of California, pretty much like, kind of acted like Dawn when they found out that he was still alive. How in the hell did you survive COVID? By being dead. And that's literally it, but I went to the gym yesterday and tried to, well, get some workout going on, but since I haven't quite regained my strength because I deal more in like Olympic lifts / powerlifting, so I did some calisthenics instead, you know, body weight workout, but I got a bit too overzealous about it, and let's just say that my arms today feel like if had cast a fist upon them, so they are hurting. Yeah, that's what you get when the weather is trolling you like that. Like, why in the world is it that once the gyms are reopened, the weather starts getting warmer? That's just unfair. That's straight up trolling. And speaking of trolling, today I'm checking out episode 23 called A Hairy Conondrum. That sounds ominous. Now, in the previous one, you had Kitten being betrayed by his brothers. Unfortunate. Magnus was scheming a little bit. Some of you were very keen to clarify that we're not getting into another heresy. But yeah, hopefully we get to see what plans Mr. Haunted has in mind. Whoa.
I am not joining Chaos, you ass.
Give him an Oscar. Do you realize how many?
Well, no, I never said anything about that.
I have spent over 10,000 years of my life in his service.
Indeed. Perhaps it is time to take orders from someone else?
Not Chaos!
No, not specifically. But I know someone who might fit the bill, shall we say.
I'll humor you.
Oh, poor
Who do you
thing.
speak of?
Oh, only the second most powerful kind of sort of human in the galaxy.
Himself.
Me, of course!
No.
You
You're
ass.
just doing this to spite him.
I am not. Sure, he certainly has been incredibly aggressive, egotistical, and foul-smelling, throwing insults at me at every turn only to give me some half-arsed apology later on. But that is not the reason I'm asking you to serve me instead.
What is your reason, then?
To be quite honest, Father is in no state to run the Imperium. He's throwing foolish orders left and right without concern for consequences. His reckless behavior will bring mankind to extinction rather than salvation.
And why would I take your word before his? So far, all of his orders have been perfectly logical in their unique little ways.
Right.
Oh, really? Well, if that truly is the case, how come you haven't deactivated Gilliman's life support yet? That
Okay, hold
is
on.
one of his
Nobody
highest
touched the
demands, is
blueberry.
it not?
I have my
Maybe
reasons.
you'll
Could it possibly be
he's
because
precious.
you doubt his judgment?
I do not see how...
Please do not try to defend him. I need you to realize that the more orders he sends out, the further the Imperium will fall, and only we can stop him.
And how would you even go through with that?
I can tell you, but only if you accept my offer. You know, it is no mistake that you were elected as Captain General. You are a loyal subject, a capable leader, and a trustworthy comrade. You have broken through to a being as despondent and audacious as my father. He did appreciate you, but the maddening agony of a million lashes and cuts from the turmoil that is his existence has warped his mind beyond proper function.
You know what's something that kind of interesting. A bit picking off of something I said in the previous episode. Horus is the sweet talker. He was also the most powerful of the sons to begin with. Well, if we discount the fact that Sanguinius for some reason was able to quite literally defeat a demon on steroids, but he did quite well in order to convey his brothers to his side. Charismatic Guilliman, I don't know. He was just a sharp sword that could do everything. The Emperor's hammer. I know, some will say it is Dawn, but I see Guilliman was always used. Now, Magnus has this thing, because since I have read to book 14, the Burning of Prospero, I've skipped one because I just really wanted to read more about it, and the whole concept of the space jocks fighting against the intellectual, the nerds. Yeah, in the beginning of that book, he goes about quoting, I think, Shakespeare. He has this tendency of always going back and speaking of, well, because he's quite literate, he reads books at all times. So he is quoting philosophers of the past. So he has this thing about him that he's very good with words. So yeah, I mean, he could have come pretty close if his intent was in fact that of turning the Imperium against his father. But I mean, they besides Logar, yes, I know, I've read those comments. Is not to be compared to Magnus. Besides Logar, most of them quite had some good intentions. Yeah, with some who were more sadistic than others. But yeah, we'll get to that in some later episodes.
Yes, he may have appreciated you, but you deserve better. You deserve to
You
serve
see?
me. Or rather,
It's bloody
you
demonic.
deserve a companionship. You and I, side by side, mending the weeping wounds of mankind before it succumbs to negligence. Yes, we shall come as angelic sages, saving the Imperium from its demise. And
We'll see
before
she's
this is
good,
over, if Father snaps out of his incessant lunacy, perhaps if he comes back to us in mortal form once more, oh, not only will he be thanking us, he will be bowing before us.
Fine. I will help you, Magnus.
You are more intelligent than you have ever been given credit for. This will certainly knock down Father's pride a few notches. I mean, make the Imperium great again?
Oh no, he went there.
However, before we can begin, we need to sign a contract.
Okay, hold on. That is not ominous at all. Demon or ex-demon having you sign a contract. Somewhere out there you know that the Haze Blazer, aka John Constantine, is screaming.
Bollocks.
Thanks.
Yes, indeed. Don't worry, it's not like you have to sign it with your blood or anything like that.
Okay.
All I require is your full name.
Are you really sure about that?
Why, yes, I am.
Okay, now I'm
Are you
intrigued.
Really sure?
What is
Yes,
his
tell
name
me your
beside
full
Kitten?
name.
Well, alright then. Here goes.
Oh, come on!
Goldilocks, Sunshine, Graham, Corncob, Thompson...
Stop!
Did he just put like a Nippon
I told
Stradamus?
you to tell me your name, not
Wait,
a
just
bunch
keep
of
going.
derogatory sobriquets.
You told me to tell you my full name, and so I am. I presume you forgot the fact that us custodians earn names as recognition for mighty deeds. Or perhaps you just assumed I'd lived the uneventful life of an armoured housemaid.
Yeah, 10,000
Well,
years of servitude would
Nevertheless,
do
I'm
that.
barely halfway through, so if you want me done today, you should probably allow me to continue.
Actually, let's do it like this instead. What are you called mostly around here?
Captain General. Isn't that the title you said?
Kitten! Alright, we'll go with that. Contract signed.
Wow.
I see. So what now?
Now, dear companion, You are going on your first mission.
That does not sound demonic at all. Now, I would have gone with the word adventure, but I guess we should wait. These guys will have had so much fun by the end.
When is Magnus coming back with my precious Starlight boy? They have been gone for several months now.
It has only been a period, spanning a few hours since they left.
If you were stuck on a spirit-leeching murder throne every second of all time, you would not be so fucking cocky and take time for granted like that.
I am not male domestic fowl with a Y. I am Rogel Dor.
Were you always this teeth-shatteringly obnoxious, or did you suffer some form of brain damage from being in that Centurion suit for thousands of years?
Yes, scratching your head in
Quite
this
blunt.
suit is a dangerous task. Normally I just use Storm's teeth, but I lost it.
It does make perfect sense, seeing as you are behaving like the constipated fusion of an oblivious Sogren and a snappy housewife.
Father, are you familiar with the expression, you are what you eat?
The fuck?
Seeing as you are behaving like an ever-growing pile of screaming, psychic children.
Oh, Dor is bringing
Wow,
down the
Rogel.
hammer.
Wait to bring down the fucking hammer.
I do not own a hammer. Oh wait, no. There it is.
Dawn the Builder.
Magnus, Yellow Jacket, anyone except Trogel, please come and save me from this nightmare of
The
a
only one to
conversation.
knock the Emperor down from his
Greetings, my
pedestal.
glorious overlord.
No. Anyone except the strippers.
I am not a stripper, so I can save you, Father.
Whatever did I do to deserve this fate? Sob.
Now, companion,
Oh,
this
we're
is
back
your moment.
here.
You know what to do.
Those
It's the good
eldermen
of all
or
the Imperium.
high lords. What's up?
Sorry, but you're all discharged.
Alright, I did not think they were going so far.
Good job, dear companion! Their foolish tirades about excrement and being really old will be no more! And now we will have full authority of the Adeptus Administratum, the Adeptus Arbitis, the
I thought the
Astra
situation would have
Militarum,
been more
the Adeptus
smelly.
Mechanicus, and the Ecclesiae! Wait a moment. Where's
Oh,
Pope Shaft
yeah.
the 23rd?
Oh my holy...
There
I
it
mean,
is.
oh by my manly manperer! What have you done, Lord General?
Yes, by doing this, we have gotten one step closer to saving the Imperium from the incompetent...
Emperor's bulging biceps, a fucking demon!
Yes, I have been here this entire time.
You will not get away with this! I will inform the Emperor, and when I do, you will face the ultimate judgment by a billion fiery hot pots and...
Wait, this right.
out there?
Or not?
my liver, and my lasagna are all broken.
Huh?
Hey, there is some pills I took this morning. There is
One has got to appreciate like the kind of bootleg
closet, and I don't like it.
Remind me of
images that they put up.
when I was
It's
shopping
awesome.
lockers and accessories about my SWAT mates. I should have spent more time in lockers than I did in 5 fucking
This is
bathrooms.
a typical school locker.
Pill dispensers.
Oh,
Everyone, I can see the light. Oh.
Wait a moment. If they were in there,
yeah, then what are
who or
those?
what are these corpses sitting at the table? Xenos!
Those are lacrimals. They have the ability to shapeshift, changing their appearance at will.
Wow, what timing?
In that case, I have thoroughly misjudged you.
Oh
I'm sorry for
no!
my previous brash pronouncements. I must learn to be more
Oh, this is playing
open-minded
straight up
and
like a
not make hasty conclusions.
Nickelodeon
The
cartoon.
Emperor intends. I thank you.
Where the
You are
bad
true
guys
heroes
actually
of the
praise for
Imperium.
doing good
Yes, thanks to
accidentally.
you, we can now make up more dumb rules and shit ourselves undisturbed once again.
Oh no. Please
Actually,
don't.
could you not do that?
What? Then, what are we supposed to do?
Well, could you, like, make rules that benefit the Imperium and its people instead?
Huh.
Oh yeah. I forgot what state the Imperium is in.
Wait, so things can benefit other people? I'm confused. My
Yeah.
guardsmen could actually use some benefits now and again, I suppose. They're all pretty deserving outfit. Dying to roam and fight evil Xeno invaders and all that.
I am totally going to Mars after this to serve oil margaritas.
Come, companion. You've made them start trying to comprehend things. Let us get out of the blast radius where they still haven't exploded into a shower of cerebrum and fecal matter.
Oh,
sure.
I see.
That is fair.
I think that's kind of it's so interesting. The more you the more you read the Horus Heresy, the more you see these contradicting thoughts that a lot of the individuals had. And many of them, of course, don't want to get rid of the things of the past, but since they are observing the decree of the Emperor, while at the same time following the rules of the Administorum of almost worshipping the man, which at the same time they are claiming not to because he is but a mere man who can live very long. It's constantly... They are always fighting these conflicting thoughts that they have. I kind of understand what Magnus is doing. That just, at least the people who holds power within the Imperium should stop trying to think things through, because obviously they don't think things through.
I liked it better in the closet.
Ew.
My glorious overlord, I just want to say that I've awaited this day for millennia. The day on which I get to hold the most prestigious honor of being your caretaker.
I am going to make it like a hooker and say let us get this over with as quickly as possible because you are creepy and I need to wallow in self-pity some more.
Well, before we go through with the bathing, the grooming, the manicure, and the special skeleton massage, please allow me to ask, what do you and little kitten usually do to pass the time? After all, anything
I like
we can
the
do, I
Dawn's
can
very
do better.
stern face.
And now I am able to prove it.
We usually play a game of get the fuck out unless you have clothes on.
You must be terrible at that game, Father.
Shut the fuck up, Rogel.
I am but an empty cogitator, into which you can insert your data, my glorious overlord. My wish is your desire. I can fulfill whatever order Kitten would have. So please, give me a chance.
Fucking fine.
Oh, you are fine indeed.
Oh, stop.
What we usually do is that I bring up a topic concerning the Imperium, or the galaxy at large, and then Suncat tells me about it so my knowledge of the current state of affairs in the 41st millennium expands further. In preparation for my return...
Oh, your return? I completely understand. So what is it you would like to know about, my glorious overlord?
Tell me about the space wolves.
Who the fuck are space wolves?
Oh, yes.
the space
Ah,
wolves,
he's
of
just a
course.
clueless
Why, they're
idiot.
a legion of Astartes following the Primarch known as Lemon Russ, of course.
Lehman.
Lehman Russ.
Yes, of course, you fucking idiot. Tell me what they are up to in this current time period. For instance, where is Lehman Russ?
I assume he is with his space wolves doing things that space wolves do.
Strike one. Has their chapter culture radically changed?
I am fairly certain they still like wolves.
Strike two. Have their physiology been altered in any way so they look like pugs or some shit nowadays?
Well, they've always been very brutish and unshaven,
Yeah.
but that could also be the
Wolves of Fenris.
Strike three. Did they follow Gilliman's decree about splitting the Legion into chapters?
I'm sorry, what's a decree?
That's the last strike and you are fucking out.
Oh
For the sake of all
my.
fucks in the space-time continuum,
He is
can you
very
tell me
incompetent.
anything useful?
The space wolves are space marines.
Get out of
He's
here.
incredibly unknowledgeable, Father.
Thanks, Rogel. I noticed that.
But please, my glorious overlord, I can still do this.
I thought you said you could do better than my regular companion, but thus far, you have been nothing more than an utter disappointment.
Disappointment?
Yes.
Straight in the gefühl.
D-I-I-S-A-A-P-P-O-I-N-T-M-E-A-E-E-E-N-T.
I I'm sorry. There's just something gone awry with my brain right now.
Right now is not how you say the word constantly.
I promise I can do better. Just let me go outside for a quick second.
Well, that was absolute garbage. Instead of saving the Imperium, we accidentally set it back by another millennia or so.
I'm not sure. I think I may have actually gotten through to them.
Shut your bleach blonde mouth, companion. We
I think you did a
failed,
good
and that
job.
is that. But do not fret, for my erudite mind has already hatched another brilliant plan that will surely help us in our quest to redeem mankind.
Alright.
Ironically, the only reason I came up with this plan in the first place is because Father spoke perhaps a bit too much about it in private conversation.
Oh. So, what is it?
We are going to Nocturne
Uh-oh.
to borrow one of Vulcan's most powerful artifacts.
Please don't.
The Engine of Woes.
The Engine of Woes? I've only heard about it in legends, but its powers are always shrouded in mystery. What powers does it possess?
Tell me everything you know of the Space Wolves.
Oh no, you freaking tighten his trigger.
Please don't go again!
Space Wolves! I have returned, my glorious overlord.
He made it
Now I am
alive.
ready to
That's
fulfill this lust for knowledge
impressive.
about the Volk of Fenrica that you have been coveting.
Fine. This is your
He's
last
a quick
chance.
learner.
Tell me the tale of the Space Wolves, Macabre Man Gubayan.
First off, your brutalicious wolf son Lehman Russ disappeared approximately 2 centuries after your tragic entombment into the Golden Throne. Many say that he went on a journey straight into the Eye of Terror and was never seen again.
His stubborn nature seemed to be the end of him then. For what purpose would one ever go into Supreme Death Hell to do anything? Unless you are an Ultramarine or something.
He's a man, hard to handle, knows what he wants and goes roughly to get it. In this case, there are several theories
The
about
innuendos
just what
in
made
this
him
one.
desire to venture into that gigantic galactic axe wound.
Is one of them that he found a meaty bone and wanted a perfect place to put it?
Oh, I'm sure he had all the meaty bones.
He's the
he wanted
goodest
ready
boy.
and available back home on Fenris.
Stop that.
No, but the first theory is that he went into the Eye of Terror to find and once and for all defeat the one known as Magnus the Red.
Wow.
A quite reliable
Task
source, I can
failed
say that.
successfully.
Quote, the furry fuck did not succeed.
I will have to have a little chin wagging with Magni Magic later, it seems. But do tell, what were the other theories?
Theory 2 is that Lehman Russ wanted to find his long-lost brother, Lionel Johnson, Primarch of the Dark Angels.
Lehman Russ's chances of finding the lion in the warp are 0.000.
Oh darn, do you know where
You
he
know
is?
of Lion's location, then? It seems like said chin wagging will involve you as well, little Rogally Don Don.
I fail to
Rogali
see
Don
how
Don.
wagging one's chin will help in any way.
Please do carry on with your double entendre-ridden dialogue, creepster.
He wants me to continue. Yes, of course, my glorious overlord. The third theory, one that dearly warms the cockles of my heart, is that he made his journey into the Eye of Terror to seek out the mythical Tree of Life. It is a tree of immense power and girth, said to hold fruits that could heal you of all the
not
injuries
need to
and
emphasize
ailments
that word like that.
your ascension, allowing you to once more return.
Does he really think eating some fucking banana will make me all better again?
I personally think it is a lemon. A lemon is a mighty fruit.
Wow.
Favorite. I like to think it's a kumquat.
Stop
Stop
radiating
it.
uncomfortableness, you eldritch abomination, and continue speaking.
Oh, yes, of course. The chapter and its culture is very wolfy, one would say. Ever since Lehman Russ was raised by wolves as an infant, it has remained a persistent theme within the chapter. When an initiate of the Space Wolves has gone through their basic training, not only are they stuck in power armor immediately as to join the pack, but they must
go
drink
through
from
some
a covered
Viking
wound as a part
rituals.
of an initiation ritual. If they are unworthy of ascending into the ranks of the Space Wolves, the liquids that fill the cup will instead turn the initiates into literal Space Wolves. As in, due to a gene seed defect, they will turn into man-wolf hybrids called wolfen.
It is incredibly convenient for their image that they did not turn into fucking shrimpmen or something instead.
Freaking furries! Oh, it's straight up like entropy. A thing that is interesting is how through Dan Abner's writing, you see like different aspects of history kind of being pulled back and forth. And that's very clever. Like, of course, a lot of these takes place in the 30th, but well, at least when it comes to the backgrounds. But such things as, for example, the Space Wolves. You have like, I remember when I was I reacted to an episode of Voldemort's when he was talking about the power armors and the conceptions, and you have this one scenario that he narrates about that basically people firing against a space marine and hitting him with a cannonball, and just the space marine going on. Because, well, they were living on a planet that was set back in time, evolutionarily. They had to restart, you know. And similarly, you see, for the Space Wolves on Fenris, they have merely just escaped the Bronze Age, I think. Straight up acting up like Vikings.
Cheers, sis.
It's the Viking Age.
That explains the Laser Raptor. Fuck! I went too far back in time.
Also, what a beautiful fucking way to waste away initiates for a PR stunt.
It should be noted that Wolf King Russ all but entirely refused the Codex Astartes, and thus the Space Wolves are not in a normal chapter.
What about you, Rogul? You didn't accept it straight away.
Wolf enthusiasts. The current Wolf Lord of the Space Wolves is Logan Grimnar, also known as the Old Wolf. He rules from the Hall of the Great Wolf, together with his Wolf Lords,
The old Frostborn or something.
Wolfborn, and Bjorn Stormwolf.
Stormwolf. Wow. What did I mix that up?
The Wolf Scouts and the mystical Wolf Priests, ready to fly their storm winds and ride straight into battle with their bladed wolf claws. The Wolf Standard raised high and the Wolf Amulets active, all Wolfkin battling and bridled with intense CQC fury and wolf-like lust in preparation for the coming wolf time.
I mean, they
all I
look
got
freaking
out of
awesome.
that was wolf, 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 and wolf.
The Space Wolves are incredibly uninspired.
I could not have put it more bluntly and unembellished myself.
I assume they cannot help it. Their animalistic simplicity must limit their creativity. But one should not be fooled, for the wolves of Fenris are smarter than they seem. They act like drunkards and braggarts as a layer of woven incompetence to cover up their ferocious prowess for when their foe least expect it. Just like I'm doing.
Okay, I think it's fair that we put a moratorium on that right now. This man is... ugh.
Well, that is the best bullshit excuse for drinking shameful amounts of Astartes pattern alcohol I have ever heard.
The battle damage suffered by an Imperial Armada in the span of a year does not appear that serious when compared to the suffering of a Space Wolf liver.
What they also have is an
That's what the
otherworldly
multiple
connection
organs
to
are
their
for,
own planet like
Rogol.
none other. Apparently, they can sense the nature surrounding them, becoming as one with it. The planet even goes as far as to grant some of its inhabitants special powers, making them able to channel psychic energies from animalistic spirits dwelling on Fenris.
The Space Wolves are quickly uncovered to be Shitmasters Supreme because those are still not friendly wolf spirits of Fenris like they have been insisting for 10 millennia. Those are fucking demons.
Oh goodness, demons! I remember battling those back in the day. Specifically the horrid spawns of Slanesh.
Wait. Am I missing something here? I see him, speaking of Slanesh, as if he wouldn't be like the first ambassador for her if he was given it. If he was given the chance. This is the double moral side of the Imperium that I always like.
Entirely inappropriate.
I am not even going to humor that.
Yeah.
You are way too easy of a target.
So many people use the word easy when describing me. And I'm
Custodies.
not sure what that is supposed to mean.
You can't stop holding up that make fun of me sign now and finish this.
Naturally. The final thing that should be noted about the Space Wolves is their most remarkable feature. They seem to have evolved, for the lack of a better word.
Oh?
In the past, they were not but wild savages and ruthless executioners. But now they serve as a wolfilicious beacon of hope for the small, insignificant people of the Imperium.
Puppies.
They have stood against many adversaries when injustice has reared its ugly head, saving countless human lives as a result. even when whom they fought threatened not only their existence, but their very loyalty to the Imperium.
I don't know. The Sons of Dawn, they can be cool. I think it's fair to accept them as well. But you have them, essentially the Salamanders and the Space Wolves, who are the legions that are nice, you know, caring for people.
So my totally original final thesis would be that the wolves are what the Imperium needs them to be at any given time. Be it cold-blooded murderers or noble heroes.
Perhaps
I'm
we should
surprised
rename
that
them
he
the
came
Space
up with all
Corgis to
that
better
so
represent
quickly.
their undying determination when all is stacked against them.
Corgis are funny. They have small legs.
Very well then. I presume we have wolfed it up enough.
Yes, my glorious overlord.
Alright, here is my mental list of things that desperately requires fixing.
Alright.
Number 1. Make Haste equal to the Council of Nikia for the purpose of banning interaction with demons role-playing as friendly woodland creatures. Number 2. Have them stop stuffing their defective gene seed into acolytes. If there even is a slight chance of them turning free and fucking off, it is a massive waste of precious gene seed, which is both incredibly
wholeheartedly
important for
agree.
the survival of an Astartes legion, and phenomenally limited in supply. Number 3. Have Logan Grimnar deliver presents to all children of the Imperium on San Panila. And lastly, number 4. Exchange all named instances of wolf with Corgi. Wolf priests could be called Korgomancers. Purex.
Wow.
Other than that, I have to say, you have admittedly been evaded informing me about the wolves BDSM banana number 1. You definitely had my doubts, but now, thanks to you, I now have many more wolves in my wolves.
Thank you, my glorious overlord. I am honored beyond belief. I will make sure to serve you even more fervently and gain more of your favor from this moment on, for that is my eternal duty as one of your custodians.
Sure, I suppose. Just do not torture Goldie Guy so harshly next time.
So now, it is time for your sponge bath.
Wait just a moment.
Oh, what is it you wish of me?
Before you nothing short of molest me, I have a mission for you. I require you to send out a message to the Ultramarines. I have a new mission for them.
My. What is this mission you wish to be graciously...
Yeah, I'm interested.
This may just be their toughest challenge yet, so I hope for their sake that their ridiculous galactical cheat powers have not been depleted as of yet.
Nope.
Tell them.
It's an endless
Enter
fontaine.
the webway and outdance the best Harlequin dancers in the galaxy.
Wow. Marius is going to be
I am good at
pissed.
cliffhangers.
Oh, where we headed? Oh, wow, we're back here.
So,
What is
they
that
have finally
white
arrived.
spot?
It is time for me to leave this planet to
Is
its
that a rabbit?
ostentatious destiny. And at long last, I get to eat something that isn't fucking sand. Oh, I am so mysterious.
Oh my. Okay, so something that is hilarious is that once you actually start doing a little bit of like 3D design, you kind of see some of the fun stuff that is made. Like, it literally just posted a cube there, and like the mesh map that is used there in the background, that is hilarious. I don't know. I know it makes zero sense for some, but I like that.
Mysteriously exhilarated.
Oh, come on.
Azrael, why did you kill those battle brothers?
I did not kill them.
You told Asmodai to make them repent. You know that to his ears, make them repent is the same as saying, murder them violently.
Yes, Asmodai is a fucking
Belial.
asshole who cannot make anyone repent.
Did someone just say murder anyone violently?
They could have turned at any moment with that kind of knowledge.
But they were initiated in the inner circle last week. We were just going to inform them about our super shameful history so they could fill out their cloaks properly.
Hold your tongue for one bleeding moment,
I
Belial.
can't hold my tongue. It'll get all covered in dust.
Shut it! The Mechanicus are coming right this way.
You are Astartes, Dark Angels. What brings you to this planet?
That is none of your business, Drillman. I demand that you tell me what you are doing upon this planet immediately.
Delphin glass does not answer to road flesh bags.
Well, maybe the answer's to massive meat smashes across this vacuum cleaner of a face, huh?
It does not.
You better be quick. Asmodai is incredibly disobedient and very twitchy with his mace hand. He can't even drink recaf without causing terrible accidents.
You disrespectful meat heaps. Leave immediately. This planet is declared sacred. And
that mace.
Messiah.
Look, I'm sorry. My brothers are a bit jumpy. See, we were kind of led to this planet in order to find, something or someone. And we really need to know what you Mechanicum chaps are up to in order to further our investigation. Could you please tell? Pretty please?
You speak in a tongue pleasant for being articulated by beefy bits. So Delphin Cause should tell you. We are here because we have received a report of this planet containing ancient technology. What we have found surpassed anything we could have ever hoped for.
What is that thing?
We are here to safekeep the planet and restore the atavistic structures we have discovered upon it. It is one of the greatest findings in the Mechanicus history.
I'm sorry, but I do not believe a word of this! You are working with the full... I mean, you have a hidden agenda! Filthy
Always.
traitors have hidden agendas, and secret circles and ominous hoods like you creeps do!
I will activate my spam filter if you do not cease.
No! No! As Supreme Grand Master of the Dark Angels, I demand that I may speak to your leader!
The Navigator General is currently located on Mars for once, serving oil margaritas. If you wish to speak to him, you have to travel there.
Fine! We shall do just that. We will return, mark my words. You are up to something, and I'm going to figure out exactly what. Come!
You know something? It's hilarious that I watched the Bricky video on the Warhammer factions, and you have the Blood Angels. Super gay for Sanguinius. They are constantly lamenting their dad. And on the other hand, you have those who are just born of shame. They always are suspicious of everything because they've betrayed themselves countless of time. Well, maybe not countless, but there are some very remarkable amounts that have been showcased there. Yeah, just like the one, wasn't it the guy who found Lionel Johnson in the woods, who also became a fallen? Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel bad for the faction, but at the same time, they're like, they're like, well, not quite like the Lamenters, because the Lamenters, they really just got the bad end of the stick. They were experienced on, but they are like the ones that when people see them, they're like, yeah, I don't know if I can trust them.
Come! We are going to Mars as fast as astronomically possible. We shall leave the Rock and the rest of the fleet here to watch over this planet from orbit. No one shall enter or leave without being blasted into oblivion.
I will hit that walking jackhammer in the face when we get back!
Azrael, I'm gonna get motion sick again.
Shut your face, Belial!
So, have you guys got shit?
What a creep.
I'm starving.
Sure, brother. You could find some inside the minibar in the pole dance quarter.
Oh, marvelous.
What? Okay. They meant the whole thing with the cliffhangers. I would have imagined something that was, I mean, something a bit more grandiose as they met with Cypher. But okay, they have a pole dance quarter within the ship. Oh, nice. Yeah, what another awesome episode. I still feel bad for Kitten, but I mean, now he has a better purpose. Hopefully we'll have him encountering some Tau in his travels towards Nocturne. That would be awesome. So we can have a bit of a closure for that chapter. Except that, well, from the shorts that I reacted to, Yeah, I mean, that relationship was freaky as hell. But guys, hopefully you liked this video, and of course, you know what to do. If you liked it, give the video a like. If you didn't, give it a dislike. I like some fair criticism. Yeah, leave a comment in the comment section below. Tell me what your thoughts were about this. Of course, if you're new, or if you've watched this before, let me know. Yeah, and with that said, I wish you a wonderful day and have a good one.